Hey, it's me! Beth. I'm here now. You're safe. Here, look at me.
Yellowstone. Season 5, Part 2 has returned with Episode 9, Desire is All You Need, and it's packed with moments that feel like puzzle pieces, slowly coming together in the big picture. If you thought you saw it all, think again. Taylor Sheridan is the master of hiding clues in plain sight, and this episode was no exception. Let's dig into some things you may have missed that could play a major role in the rest of the season. Spoilers ahead, so make sure you're caught up before we dive in. John Dutton's shocking fate. The episode kicks off with the fate of the Dutton family's patriarch, John Dutton, and it's a scene that no fan was truly prepared for. We've known for a while that Kevin Costner wouldn't be finishing out the season due to contract issues, but the show's choice to eliminate John in such a shocking and seemingly quick manner took everyone by surprise. The scene opens with Beth speeding toward the governor's mansion, where the audience sees cop cars, flashing lights, and Clara, John's assistant, standing outside with a look that says it all. Beth instantly knows something terrible has happened, and as she steps inside to find Kayce, she finds the chilling scene in the bathroom. Blood on the walls, a gun on the ground, and John's body. Though his face isn't shown, the impact is undeniable. Beth is immediately consumed by a sense of betrayal and disbelief, convinced that her father didn't simply commit suicide. Her suspicions lead her to one person she believes is responsible, her brother Jamie. The rivalry between Beth and Jamie has always simmered, but John's death intensifies it to a boiling point. Beth's fury is palpable as she whispers to Kayce, "It was Jamie. I've seen him do it." Now, what's interesting here is the ambiguity. The official report is that John died by suicide. He had gunpowder on his hands, and with his impeachment hearing just hours away, many around him might believe he had a reason to take his own life. But Beth refuses to believe it. Her rage is immediate, and her suspicion of Jamie fuels a dangerous vendetta. Her unyielding belief that Jamie had a hand in their father's death will undoubtedly push the Dutton family down a dark and bloody path, setting the tone for the rest of the season. Sarah Atwood, the real mastermind. As we dive deeper into the episode, another revelation rocks the storyline. Sarah Atwood was actually behind John's death. In a flashback scene, we learn that Sarah met with Grant Horton, a professional conflict resolver who specializes in orchestrating hits. During their meeting, Grant assures Sarah that the assassination will appear as a suicide, a ploy that Sheridan uses to inject mystery into John's death. We also see just how manipulative Sarah truly is. When Jamie first learns of his father's death, he's visibly shaken, overwhelmed by grief and guilt. But Sarah has no patience for Jamie's tears. She steps out of the bathroom in lingerie, champagne in hand, and calmly reminds him, "This is what you said you wanted." Jamie is shocked and confused, telling her, "I said it, but we never discussed it again." His reaction hints that Jamie might not have been fully on board, adding layers to his already complex character. Sarah, however, seems to have had her mind made up. Her manipulation of Jamie and her cold-blooded planning make her one of the most formidable villains in Yellowstone. It's evident that her motivations run deep, and she's unafraid to play the long game, using Jamie's vulnerability to execute her plan. Sarah's ruthlessness also calls into question her loyalty. While she claims to be working with Jamie for market equities, her swift move to eliminate John shows she's willing to cross any line to achieve her goals. This dynamic between Sarah and Jamie raises the stakes, especially since Jamie might finally be realizing he's lost control. Is Jamie a pawn in Sarah's game, or will he find a way to regain power? This tension promises to bring even more chaos to the Dutton family as Beth's vendetta and Jamie's inner conflict collide. Kayce and the Return of the Spirit Wolf. One of the episode's most subtle yet powerful moments is Kayce's encounter with a wolf. Longtime fans know that wolves have been a recurring motif in Yellowstone, often symbolizing Kayce's spirit animal, or his connection to his Native American heritage. In Episode 9, as Kayce, Monica, and Tate settle into their new home at East Camp on the Yellowstone Ranch, Kayce spots a wolf watching him from a distance. This encounter is more than just a random animal sighting. It's a reminder of Kayce's deep connection to the land and his heritage. Wolves have appeared at pivotal moments in Kayce's life, signaling important transitions or warnings. When Kayce and Monica were first together, a wolf appeared just before they learned she was pregnant. Now, the reappearance of the wolf could foreshadow a new struggle or even signal danger for Kayce and his family. Given that wolves have also been tied to problems on the ranch, like the brucellosis outbreak that forced the cattle to Texas, it's possible that the wolf represents a looming threat not only to Kayce, but to the entire Dutton legacy. This scene is brief, but it hints at something mystical and ominous. The wolf's presence suggests that Kayce's journey is far from over, and as he navigates his grief and responsibility to the ranch, the wolf might be a reminder of the sacrifices he must make. It's an intriguing storyline that adds another layer to Kayce's character and leaves fans wondering what the wolf is truly signaling. Beth's community service, a symbol of her defiance. Beth's community service is another moment that seems small on the surface, but speaks volumes about her character. After her infamous bar brawl in Season 5, Part 1, Beth was sentenced to community service. In Episode 9, we see her on the side of the highway, begrudgingly fulfilling her sentence by picking up trash. She's openly defiant, lighting up a cigarette despite her supervisor's warnings. This scene doesn't just provide a glimpse into Beth's rebellious nature. It's a reminder of her absolute disdain for authority. Beth's attitude here reflects her determination to do things her way, regardless of the consequences. When her supervisor offers to let her go early, she eagerly accepts, showing that Beth has no intention of playing by society's rules. Her rebellious spirit is part of what makes her a formidable force, especially now that she's determined to bring down Jamie. Her quick departure from community service is almost symbolic. She's done playing by anyone else's rules. With her father gone, she's free to unleash her full fury on anyone she holds responsible. Beth's community service also serves as a reminder of her loyalty to her family. Everything she's done, right or wrong, has been for the Duttons, and she won't stop now. This brief scene adds fuel to the fire, emphasizing that Beth is prepared to do whatever it takes to protect her family's legacy, even if it means stepping outside the law. The 4-6's Ranch, a glimpse into the future? The journey of Rip and the Bunkhouse Boys to the 4-6's ranch in Texas was one of the standout moments in Episode 9, as it showcases Taylor Sheridan's vision for a potential spin-off series. With the brucellosis outbreak forcing the herd to relocate, the 4-6's ranch becomes a new focal point for the series. These scenes offer fans a look into the Texas landscape, complete with real-life cowboy Corey Pounds and a new cast of characters that could lead the spin-off. The trip to Texas also gives us a lighthearted reunion with Jimmy, who left Yellowstone Ranch to work at the 4-6's. His banter with the bunkhouse crew adds a sense of nostalgia, reminding fans of Jimmy's journey from a struggling ranch hand to a confident cowboy. The 4-6's ranch scenes feel like an extended teaser for what's to come, and with Rip now involved, it's clear that Sheridan is laying the groundwork for the future of the Yellowstone universe. The 4-6's storyline not only broadens the scope of Yellowstone, but also raises questions about Rip's future. With his connection to the Duttons, will he stay in Texas permanently, or is he destined to return to Montana? The spin-off potential is exciting, but it also leaves fans wondering if the 4-6's ranch will become Rip's new home, or just a temporary refuge from the chaos unfolding at Yellowstone Ranch. The Broken Rock Pipeline, a brewing storm. In Episode 9, we also see Thomas Rainwater and Mo Brings Plenty standing on the reservation, watching as the federal government's pipeline is installed. John Dutton had previously opposed the pipeline, warning of the environmental consequences it could bring to the reservation and Yellowstone Ranch. Now with John gone, the pipeline is moving forward, and Rainwater and Mo are left to confront this threat alone. The pipeline storyline has far-reaching implications. It's not just about the land. It's a symbol of the ongoing struggle between indigenous rights, environmental protection, and corporate interests. Rainwater's determination to fight the pipeline, even declaring "this is the hill we die on," shows his unwavering commitment to his people. Mo's response, "I'm ready," underscores the gravity of the situation. Together, they're preparing for a showdown, knowing full well that their fight may lead to conflict with powerful entities. This scene hints at an inevitable clash between Broken Rock and the federal government, one that could spill over onto Yellowstone Ranch. If the pipeline ruptures or contaminates the water, the impact would be devastating for both the reservation and the Dutton land. This brewing storm could unite or divide the Duttons and the Broken Rock community, but either way, It's a storyline that promises high-stakes drama and further emphasizes the theme of land preservation that has defined Yellowstone since the beginning. And there you have it. These 5 moments in Episode 9 lay the foundation for what could be one of the most explosive finales in Yellowstone history. From Beth's vendetta against Jamie, to Kayce's encounter with the spirit wolf and the ominous threat of the pipeline, each detail adds a layer of complexity to the Dutton family's story. With John gone, the family is at a crossroads, and the choices they make now will shape their legacy, if they survive. Stay tuned for more breakdowns, insights, and theories on what's next in the Yellowstone universe. If you caught something we missed or have your own predictions, let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to The Wrangler for all things Yellowstone. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode recap.